Hello and welcome to the Saturday morning live stream where we talk about all different things tech with a lot of smart home talk, Apple, Amazon, and whatever else comes up. So thank you for being here. I do appreciate it. I do want to give a shout out to our channel members. We do a member stream before this. I always appreciate the channel members being there. We have a good time. Today we talked about some changes with Amazon. We walked through NFC tags and how you write Apple shortcuts with them. We get into all different topics. So if you'd like to join us or watch any of the exclusive member videos, just click that join button to become a channel member. I definitely appreciate the support. Now, today, this is going to be a shorter stream. One thing I want to bring out there, and I do want to give a shout out to Alan for bringing this up in our Discord. There is a member-only Discord too. And Alan shared an article and good morning, Alan, an article about Amazon's new change. And what's happening, and this is something I didn't pay attention to when I got the email. I kind of flew past it. The email Amazon sent out yesterday is saying, we're reaching out to let you know that the Lady A feature, do not send voice recordings, that you enabled on your supported Echo devices will no longer be available beginning the 28th of 2025. This feature allowed compatible Echo devices to process the audio of Lady A requests locally, not going to the cloud. So whatever it could handle locally, it would do. My want was that we would get more local control, not less. Now, if I do not take action, Lady A settings will automatically be updated to don't save recordings. This means that starting on March 28th, your voice recordings will be sent and processed to the cloud. So every request you make will go to the cloud, and then it'll be deleted after Lady A processes it. So basically, what I picture in my cynical brain, because I do have a cynical brain, I don't like to bring it to my videos too heavily, but what that is saying is, let me just use a comparison. Hey, let me hold that banana for you. I'll take that banana just so we know what the banana information is here. Now what I'm going to do though is I'm going to give the banana back to you. But what I'm not going to tell you, I mean, you would know with the banana, but digitally you wouldn't know, is I'm going to eat the damn banana first and then give you the peel back. Maybe I'll stuff something in there so it looks like it's a full banana again, but what's inside won't matter. Now, why I'm saying this is, what'll happen is Amazon will delete those recordings, but, okay, delete the recordings. What about the transcription made instantly with it? What about that? What about data mined from it? Instantly. Not someone has to voice listen, handwrite it out. Oh crap, message was deleted. What do we do? So I hate the idea of this personally. This is getting to the deal breaker status because this, and the reason why, and I want to know your guys' thoughts. That's why I'm trying to paint the whole picture, because I want to hear what you guys have to say. But to me, I call BS on this. It does not serve me as the customer to have every single mundane task go to the cloud and tracked and logged, and yeah. So I don't know. I'm kind of over it. For something that I asked for timers, my wife asked for the weather, and we don't even listen to music on ours. Yeah, I mean, it's really timers and weather and dropping. So for that, every single thing I do has to go to the cloud. Value proposition, it ain't there. So, and I'm sorry, folks, I'm just going to say it. I have no faith in the new Plus version. I have no faith because Amazon's track record. You know, they would, if this was a standalone company, they would have been bankrupt a long time ago. But with the billions put in there and not charging billions in the future for it, yeah, that money only comes from one place, people. Can you guess where that money's coming from? So that's today's rant, but I think it is something important for us to think about. Is fine. I don't care about sharing data. I couldn't give a flying F about giving out data. I just care who I'm giving it to at this point. Because something else to think about, folks, is that cookies are becoming less relevant. I was reading an article about crumbs. We basically leave little crumbs all over, and stuff is getting so good. These computers, algorithms, and just data mining is so good that a profile could be built off of these digital crumbs that are left. So, I don't know. Let me know your guys' thoughts on it, but I'm over it. I was going to make a video today because last night I did a rage script. This is stupid, but I feel like I should give it a day or two, and I'll make a video next week. You guys can check out on my thoughts on it, but yeah, I just don't get it. Now, that was the world's longest intro before hitting the chat. Rhett, one of our channel members, Jack's Diner, thank you for being at the stream. It was a long walk over, too. You know, when I had to make it over from Studio B to the Studio A that the normal people know. So full crap. Bill, thank you for being here, and hope you're doing well, man. And Bill is in our Discord, giving which I got to turn that channel on. Yep, live stream chat, so that Bill gives me a heads up on time too in there. So yeah, I'm gonna try to wrap up closer to 9:30 today. So get your thoughts in, questions, any of that. John, good morning from cool and very windy Texas. Does it just feel like the weather is just crazier the past few years where you're at? It feels like that for me, so it might just be me. Good morning, William. Hope you're doing well, man. And thank you for being here. And JSW, good morning. Hope you all had a great week. Happy Saturday from Iowa, where it was 75 degrees yesterday. Just rub it in. Oh, and it's 38 degrees today. Yeah, that's a big swing. Is that normal? So good morning, Alan, and thank you again for sharing that last night. And one thing that's awesome too, Alan lets me know when SpaceX is sending up a Falcon, some of their rockets, because where I live, Vandenberg Air Force Base is about 20 miles, 30 miles away. You can see it's about 45 seconds into the launch. Like, I'll watch the live stream and then go, I guess it's too cloudy to see it. And then you'll just see this orange flame, this fireball coming up. And it's like, holy crap, that's a rocket launching. And the first one that I saw launch, that rocket had been up to space. It was its 22nd time. That thing was going to space and landing. And Bill, thank you, man, for being here. I appreciate it. And Larry, good to see you here too. I love it. We love seeing you guys here each week. Evening, Craig from sunny Seaham. Welcome. Thank you for being here. And I'm a busy boy all over the place. I know. Every time, every stream, you are definitely all over the place. You are taking advantage of your weekends, which is great. And Jeff, one of our recent channel members, and yeah, we were talking about NFC tags and creating automations on the iPhone form. And William, yeah, love it when you guys talking in there. Hey, Craig, normally you're live at 5 p.m. UK time. It could be a special occasion or something. Oh, yeah. No, we're dumbasses. We're dumbasses in the U.S. Daylight saving time. Yeah, we haven't knocked that nonsense out now. I assume you guys aren't doing it, so now where times have shifted. Yeah, this is the time of year when Arizona and California are on the same time zone, because Arizona doesn't do daylight saving time, which we just need to stop it. But that would be why. I hadn't even thought about that. Big Brother's watching and listening at all times. Well, this is something I touched on before that I never knew about until I started doing research on it, on VPNs. And it's something you guys might want to think about. As soon as I type it in, Five Eyes. Type in Five Eyes and read up. Five Eyes is an Anglosphere intelligence alliance comprising Australia, Canada, New Zealand, United Kingdom, and United States. These countries are party to a multilateral UK-USA agreement, a treaty for joint cooperation in signal intelligence. Informally, Five Eyes can refer to the group of intelligence agencies of these countries. Now, one of the things I was reading on VPNs and what these countries expect is that there's a backdoor into these VPNs. And into like how the UK is like, Apple, let us in, make a backdoor. You're making us work too hard. We're having to go to Israel, to their special whatever, to have them jailbreak this phone. And that's cost us like $1 million to get all that information. Just open the back door so we walk in or like sort through. Yep, that's the stuff we want. Close the door and screw your privacy. So anyways, the Five Eyes. There's the Five Eyes. I think this was started in the Cold War, post-war era by the UK-USA agreement, 1946. So Five Eyes share intelligence. Then there's Nine Eyes, which is 4 more countries that get certain amount of intelligence. Then there's the 14 Eyes, which is an additional 5 countries. So you got the cool kids. You got the, hey, they know the cool kids, get a little bit of cool shrapnel. And then you got the ones you feel sorry for that you got to give them a little intelligence too. But they don't get the good stuff. So, the whole reason I'm bringing this up, well, one, if you go with American service, you go with services in some of these countries, just screw your privacy. When it comes to VPNs, the top rated are Surfshark and NordVPN. The big difference, NordVPN is in the Netherlands. It's part of the Nine Eyes intelligence sharing. Panama is not, and NordVPN is in Panama. And Panama has been known to not share crap with anybody. And apparently open source, so you could check all the logs and stuff. But I'm going to go with NordVPN because why am I going to... You read about some of this stuff. Apparently the way you spy on your own citizens is you farm it out to one of the other members in this group. So if you want to spy on the US, you farm it out to the UK. They can break the laws that we have, they wouldn't be breaking the law because of whatever. Then they can share that intelligence with us. And then flip it, hey, UK wants to do some spying, just farm it out to the US. So something to think about. Yep, they're all working in the background. And I'm like, I'm sorry. This isn't like conspiracy stuff. It's just, why wouldn't you do it if you could? I mean, just think about it. You would do it, most likely. If you needed some information and you had a buddy who could get it for you, you're like, hey, say you're going to buy a house. And you're like, dude, tell me about these other people. I know this other couple's competing. What kind of money do they make? You could look it up, man. Do they got bucks or do we, if you could grab a little bit of that information, and in reality, you're not harming anybody, most likely. So yeah, you're harming the couple that doesn't get the house because you got some insider information. But if it was my dream house, I'm sorry, I'm using my resources. I have a loan guy who did my house 10 years ago on the loan. A year later, rates dropped, did another loan for me. 3 years later, 4 years, whatever, rates dropped. He did another refi. We were thinking about moving and I needed a pre-approval letter. He sends me a blank and just tells me, I'm like, dude, what am I good for? And he tells me what the number is. And I'm like, okay, cool. He goes, here, I'll just send you the blank copy. You know what you're good for. Just enter the price, update these numbers, and you're good to go. It's like I got a dude, I write my own number to hand to a real estate agent. And just because it's someone I know, a buddy. So, it's like it all matters. But information is key. John, the way I'm going to Home Assistant voice, it's all local. I was actually talking about the channel members with that. I was looking up Home Assistant. I think I'm just going to go for it. Because it's just the value proposition isn't there. I know with Amazon doesn't make up a large part of my world, where Apple does. I do my work on it. I stream entertainment, communication. I mean, these things are life in a way, at this point. So yeah, that's a great mutual exchange there. Google, Android, that's same damn thing. It's getting silly. William, when it comes to Lady A devices, literally seriously consider just The whole account, looking at everything I do on a daily basis, 98% of the time, I don't even use it. That's why I'm yelling from the rooftops on there that it's like, everybody's got to do what they do, but it's like, you should be educated on this stuff and just go, hey, really, it's a balancing thing. Like LG, I told my channel members, I will not hook up all my LG appliances to their app. And they sell data. That's just another form of revenue, So, yeah, here's a crazy part. A lot of people don't realize, like Amazon took smart home products and their affiliate commission, and they cut it from 4% to 2%. Well, to me, I'm like, whatever. I don't make affiliate commissions aren't a huge part of money for me on Amazon. So I'm like, whatever. I don't think about it. There are magazines, news websites, all these places that were like, this is going to affect our bottom line big time, because they have full-on departments that are writing articles and they're including products for affiliate commission. They're talking about something and they'll have affiliate links. Like they're full-on, like it's a business, affiliate links and stuff. Just the stuff in the background of selling data and grabbing parts of sales are big business. It's really crazy. Larry, have you ever had an issue where several of your HomePods just don't seem to be connected and working correctly? I think it might have been after a brownout or after the latest iOS. Yeah, I've had it before. One thing I'll say though, and I did it for a video that's coming out. I have 2 HomePods that aren't set up. I reset them because I don't remember the state I left them in, and just added them back in. It was done. It was like, pick the room, done. With the HomePods, if you don't know, to give them a reset, you could power them up and then just hold the top down until it starts spinning red, and then it'll touch it again to confirm the reset, and it'll go through a reset. Bring your phone near it or your iPad. Do you want to set this up? Yes. Scan the top. Yes, this, wait, done. It's so much easier than Echo. So those, like one, I would just unplug them. One thing I would think about doing too, and it's good to do every once in a while, unplug your routers and unplug your modem. Just give everything a restart. But if you have any issues with those, just power it up. So when you see the white light spinning around, then do the hold until it turns red. It's just so easy to reset that I don't even really think about it being difficult. Hey, JSW Rebel, thank you very much for the thumbs up. And no thumbs down now, and that wasn't an invitation to give one. So, yes, in Texas, we have 40-mile-an-hour winds on a fire warning this whole week, no rain. That's the scary part, man. That's what scares us. Dry winds caused all those wildfires in California. And above 45 or 50 miles an hour, they can't fly aircraft. That's what destroyed the Palisades and Eaton Fire and Altadena. They couldn't get aircraft up. We had a fire less than 10 miles away that was getting big quick, but it was after the huge fire. They got air assets up there. Man, they were up there quick, drive up and fire retardant, creating lines. Fire came up to that retardant, was done. It was like it was a scary big fire that was out in like 6 hours. All because of winds were under 45 or 50 miles an hour. So we basically lost the Palisades, $250 billion in damage, I think it was estimated at. And a big portion of that is the winds were too high. That's what kept it from getting controlled in a way it could have. William, welcome. You know what? Maybe this isn't cool. Maybe I shouldn't just have these preconceived notions. But as soon as I see Canada, I'm like, hey, this is good. Nice guy. I just think of every Canadian I met, just sweetest people. Some of the nicest folks. One of my closest friends growing up, Canadian, best man at my wedding. The French Canadians, They could be a tough nut to crack, some of them. Elton Bank, hello from Spain. Hey, welcome. I've been to Malaga a couple of times on some cruise ships. We're stopping there before crossing the ocean. Bill, 78 degrees yesterday, tomorrow 68, today 39 and snow. It really seems all over the place. Hey, John, I'm going to be covering this. Tomorrow's video is going to be talking about this. It was sad until it wasn't sad. According to recent rumors, June, this device could be entering mass production. And the reasons why it's delayed makes total sense to me. Makes total sense. So I really can see this potentially happening in the fall. September, October, maybe November. But no, I did make a video and mentioned a possible other update we may see to the HomePod lineup. So, Mark, hello, it's 4:10 in Ireland. The clocks go forward on March. Oh, the 30th of March. Got it. Thank you, Mark, and welcome. One country I've never been to, not one, I mean, one of the countries I've never been to that I would love to go to. Been to Scotland, UK, but never Ireland. So it'd be great to go. So thank you for being here, Mark. That makes sense because, yeah, for some reason, the U.S., they've kind of shortened the non-daylight saving time. So we roll back later and we roll forward earlier. So, yeah, we're basically like 3 weeks ahead. So we're really dumb and start DST, a.k.a. definitely stupid time earlier than other countries. So thank you, guys. I appreciate it. And Kevin, welcome, Kevin. Good afternoon from Lakeland, Florida. Hope it's nice there for you. William, question. Does anyone know if Shark vacuum robots will be updated for Matter? That's a tough one. That's a tough one there. Because I never hear about Shark vacuums on the smart home side. You know, like Shark has made great vacuums forever, but I've never really heard people talking about them in the smart home side. Or Shark Matrix. I mean, they should be able to do it, but in doing a Google search, it's like not like the Shark listing, like a 2-in-1 robot. This would be the time to go, hey, we'll be getting this. But yeah, I've never heard Matter and Shark mentioned in the same sentence. So, but yet I've heard, okay, I guess I don't get to click and get rid of this. I have to get 10% off. No, thank you. Yeah, I don't know. My guess is if we're not seeing any mention of it now, I wouldn't count on it. Now, Bill, U.S., it's been several years now. We start beginning of March. Indiana, where I work, is looking at going back to standard time year-round. Just pick one and stay there. I used to like daylight saving time more when I had to commute. But now I don't commute. So on Home Assistant, I can use Echo devices locally and put it into HomeKit too. Yeah, and that's a great part. But now though, John, every request though on that Echo, even though you're controlling the device through Home Assistant, that request is still going to end up going to the cloud. Adam, Indiana's in the wrong time zone to begin with. Indiana. I don't have a map in my brain to picture where Indiana is at, but did they just put it on the wrong side of the line? Or is the line on the wrong side? John, in Texas, they keep saying they're going to change the time. I can't get used to the time change this time. John, yes, I agree. Canada, the good guys. I know, man. It's really good guys. William just wanted to know this week when I updated the new iOS update, it threw my whole entire smart home off. I had to reconnect everything over and just wanted to know, is anyone experiencing it? William, I personally have not. I have read that others are. If you are using older devices, older Apple products, and you haven't upgraded the architecture to the latest to Apple's most recent smart home architecture update, which happened in March of 2023. That update to their new architecture bricked all kinds of things and messed with a lot of stuff. But since then, I haven't heard many people having issues. What I have had issues with personally is as I've removed certain thread border routers, I've seen things act up. But personally, I'm getting ready to just blow mine up and just start over. I'm over it. The issue with my HomePod is I have a stereo pair hooked up to my TV in the master bedroom, and it no longer shows them as an output to send audio to. They don't show up. In fact, none of them are. Have you checked? Because sometimes the HomePods will do an auto update. Have you checked to see if your Apple TV was updated yet? Because I'm wondering if they're somehow not on compatible software. I've never had an issue with that, but I would go back to the, hey, give everything a reset, not a reset, but just a power cycle. Because I've had weirdness on these HomePods where for some reason handoff doesn't want to work, or, it's a little silly. But yeah, I feel like the one device I don't want to reset is my Apple TVs, because I don't want to grab stuff from the old Apple TVs, but setting up Apple TVs is kind of a pain in the butt. I feel like getting your apps on, but resetting HomePods is so easy that I wouldn't hesitate doing that. Research has been done that shows DST has more energy used, our body's stressed, but they don't want to give up the extra golf course time. Yep. Yeah, I really did not like the time change, regular non-DST, when I used to work doing lighting. Hey, Craig, one of the things that I actually found visiting Canada is that a lot of people actually leave their car doors open all the time, and that is something you don't see in New York. Yeah, no, you definitely don't see. Yeah, Canada's great. I love Canada. I've never had a bad time in Canada. Indiana is on Eastern time. Why they need to be on the same time as New York instead of Chicago is beyond me. Yeah. Hey, financially, the world runs on New York time. Eric, hey Eric, good to see you here, man. 47 months of channel membership, almost 4 years. Thank you, Eric. And Eric is a good guy, man. Check out his channel too, because Eric does this stuff for the love of the game, man. Like Eric doesn't do any sponsors or anything. He brings great information to the table, and a good guy. I met Eric first at Vid Summit, but last time when he was in LA, we were able to get together and go to Starbucks. Good guy, man. So definitely check out Eric's channel, Modern Day Tech. And our front doors at our house. You leave the front doors open too. I love it. That's awesome. 26 minutes, only 3 minutes behind. Considering I got a rant in and everything. Well, I don't know how many comments behind. Question, have you played with smart bot bands? No, I have not. I don't get a lot of these devices coming out. Like, I see the Aura Ring and all of that. I'm like, it's just one more just hand in the pot. Just trying to grab their piece of it. Where I'm like, hey, an Apple Watch. It syncs to Apple Health. Don't need all that Aura stuff. I don't need a health band. I'm like, done. But if you don't want to wear a watch, you want to wear a ring, I'm sure a lot of this stuff is great. I'm like, I just feel like it's more people, more things going on. Amazon, David, good seeing you. Amazon first said that the newest show devices will get Lady A Plus first. Now they're saying select customers with the newer shows will get it first. I think it's going to be a big nothing burger to start off, similar to Apple Intelligence. That it's just going to be like, I don't think we're going to see a night and day difference. Like, whoa, it's now, I call up, I make a request. It's very punctual. It's just very tight with its response. It doesn't try to sell me. No, I think what we'll see though is it'll just kind of gradually ramp up. And I think with Apple Intelligence, Google Gemini, all this stuff is just going to sneak up. And then one day we're going to be like, whoa, this stuff is pretty badass. So, but yeah, I don't think we're going to be missing too much right away with a lot of these things. But we'll see. I'll call it right now. Apple Intelligence currently in its current state to me is just a big nothing. Just a big, there's no huge quality of life difference. If I want to use AI stuff, I'll just go to ChatGPT at this point. If I want to do some research, I go to ChatGPT. I'm not going to have Apple Intelligence rewrite stuff for me. I'm like, ChatGPT's been in the game longer. So that's one of those. I'm not like, hey, Apple rules everything. I'm like, nope. So what's funny is Canada gets mad enough they can turn off electricity on some of our states. One is New York. Enough for you. No internet either because you got no electricity. That's funny. Don't piss us off, eh? We'll show you what we're all about. So I'm like, why do you guys talk about a boat? I did have to ask a Canadian. I'm like, what is the proper use of a? And it's like when asking a question that you already know the answer. You're not really asking a question. You're just more a statement. It's pretty cold outside, eh? You're staying there. Ooh, it's getting pretty rough out there, eh? So I love it. Sorry, I don't want to offend any Canadians. What just came through? But I understand that Canada imports 87% of their toilet paper. I got thoughts on that. I'm just thinking like, they got a lot of trees. Can't you just cover that? That seems like that could be covered locally. I'm curious as to when it will actually switch over to Lady A Plus. I don't know. There's nothing showing. That's why I feel like it'll be such a slow, kind of easy rollout. But I think they'll set everything up to gather as much information as possible. Let's see, I'm curious, and William, and I'm going to get out of here in a moment, William, that we can supply about 30% of electrical power to New York State. That's pretty impressive, actually. I'm like, that is, God, New York, that's a lot of power going on. That seems like a long way to have power going. I feel like you knock out Maine and those other places first. But anyways, thank you, William, for sharing that, the information. And thank you guys for all being here and spending part of your day here. I got to run and go take my daughter to dance. It's always fun doing these streams. Make sure to check out tomorrow's video, talking about the latest with the HomePod with the screen rumors. I know we saw delay rumors, but then 2 days ago, there were some new rumors. So we'll see. Definitely check out that video next week. I think it'll be Wednesday. I'm going to give you my thoughts on this new change with recordings, that everything has to go to Amazon in the way of voice request as of March 28th. So I'm going to make a video on that and my thoughts moving forward in the Echo ecosystem. So definitely check out that video. And if you haven't, definitely hit that subscribe button and give a like. William, I came from the paper industry. Trust me, we export more toilet paper than we use. Okay, I believe that, William. I can't imagine with so many trees. You're like, we got all these trees. But making toilet paper is a bummer, man. Let's just import. Good afternoon. I'll catch the new video. Thank you. Thank you, John. And Bill, Canada stopping our power would be very hard for them to do. So, yeah. I just want us all to get along. Just one thing I hate about social media is how polarizing it can be. It just doesn't need to be. Like one of those, it just doesn't need to be at all. Why can't we all just get along? And on that note, everybody have a great weekend. Thanks again for being here. Check out tomorrow's video, one on Wednesday. We're making more videos. I got one that's filmed. I'm not going to even release the next week, and it's already uploaded, ready to go. So on that note, take care. Have a great weekend.